Can we just agree what is going to be AI? Like, please? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about a few things. Mainly because it's been a while since I've been able to talk about AI and all the implications, stuff like that. But also, more and more AI has come up in, like, my personal life, so I want to talk about that. Yeah, pretty much. It's coming on 2026, and this year, 2025, has been I would say a big year for AI, but at the same time, not really. Like, you've seen a lot of innovations, such as, like, the use of, like, ChatGPT in schools, and the AI robot humanoid thingy that one company is trying to sell for ridiculous amounts of money in a subscription. And a bunch of other AI things that are acting as if they are going to be AI eventually, but are being trained still. So it's definitely the year of training AI for sure. And it's just so interesting what people are trying to call AI. And that's how I originally got to this topic. Recently, some school I know put out a new AI-driven decision-making thing to help decide your major for college, which, in an ideal type thing, isn't that bad, because there's a lot of people who go to college, because one, they're either told to go to college and don't really know what they're going to do, or they end up changing anyway. I think don't quote me on the numbers here, but I think it's probably close to 50-60% of people change what they originally went to college for in some way, shape, or form, be it add a major, add a minor, change their major, add a certificate, whatever you want to call it. They usually change it in some way. And going into college with some more of an idea of what you are actually interested in versus what you're going to use to make money, and a blend of those two even, is something that you're going to find more fulfilling, and that's great. But this definitely isn't an AI system. I'm not going to put school on blast. They don't deserve it. They're not earning directly any money from it. I guess technically if you were to do the quiz and then take one of their degrees or certificates or whatever you decide to do with it, I guess technically they're earning money that way. But they're not directly earning money as in you take the quiz and you pay them, or you pay them and you take the quiz or whatever. Like, it's a free thing, so I don't really consider it a payment, so I'm not going to blast them. But it's so interesting because people are so upset about it because the school is very much a artsy school, and so they're like, wow, using AI, bad, which, with everything that's come out in the past year or two, I definitely can see why they are hesitant on this word AI. But if you actually go to investigate this quiz, it is clearly just either a slightly complex decision tree or like a small neural network, as it asks you like 6-7 questions. And I know I did the joke. Don't come for me. Only one I'm getting through this year, don't worry. And you get 4 options per question. So it's basically, out of those 40, 50 possible decisions you could make, you get given 3 possible degree options that would fit you. Which, looking at it as a whole, isn't that bad. But if you look at it as actually knowing what it's doing and understanding, oh, this isn't actually a large language model they created to be able to help you figure out your degree. It is truly just something you could probably program in R in 30 minutes. And getting upset at these people who, one, are just paid to do it, but 2, are, in a way, kind of shooting themselves in the foot, because it's not AI. It's just a tool that they made. Again, that could probably be programmed in R using a data set in 30 minutes and be able to make it. I mean, I'm assuming to actually get like the display and stuff like that would take a little bit longer than 30 minutes. I'll give them that. But the quote unquote AI part of it is what, only 30 minutes to program, especially if you have the data. An hour if you have to go find the data. Like, it's not that ridiculous to make something like this. I think it's actually a really good idea for especially college students who are like, oh, okay, I should probably go to college because they either have the financial means to do it or whatever you want to do, but they don't know exactly what they want to do it for. Or if they are like, you know what, I really like doing art, which is great, but I also want to get a degree that will hopefully provide me a stable living situation. The economy's messed up. It's fine. But, and then you're like, okay, I want to add another major on or whatever to make sure I can actually somewhat enjoy myself and get a job. And so they might be like, oh, you're really artsy. You might like advertising or whatever. If you're looking for more of like a stable living entrepreneur type thing, or like get a business degree so then you can learn how to sell your art, whatever. Regardless, I hate how so many things are being called AI and they aren't, because there is nothing intelligent about that. It is truly just taking people's answers and weighting them based off of the other possible options and then giving them answers based off those weights. It's not that hard to comprehend. It's not that hard to understand. And it is crazy that not only people are upset about this being created, but also that people are calling it AI. Now, to be fair, in their advertising for this, they are calling it AI-driven tool, whatever. But, so I think, in a sense, both sides are wrong. And that brings me back to another AI thing that happened and made me pretty upset. There has been a lot of clubs and stuff like that at this university using AI to create flyers, posters, and stuff like that for their events, which, in a sense, they're not making money off of it, as long as they are willingly disclosing it if asked. And again, not making any money off of it, I don't see a huge detriment in the sense that they aren't taking anyone's jobs. They aren't earning any money off it. And they are providing resources and stuff like that to people to be able to connect with them and maybe potentially find an artist that would want to do it or something like that. Especially since, I don't know about you, every art student I've ever seen is working up until 3 a.m. on their projects and stuff like that, and are constantly working on stuff, and it's like, it's ridiculous to ask you to make a poster to be able to share this event where we're going to have a potluck or something like that. I don't know. But I just don't see what is so wrong with people doing that. Again, as long as they aren't making like they're not trying to pass it off to be able to be sold. They aren't making any money off it because clubs are funded by the university, and it's not like they're using it to fundraise or anything like that. I don't know, it all kind of sucks because everyone is fighting each other and being like, oh, AA is bad for the environment, which I agree. But being like, we don't have time, we are still full-time students trying to be able to express our cultures or connect with each other or what, blah, blah, blah. And just realizing you guys are both still students and on the same playing field, and who you should actually be upset at is these giant companies earning billions and billions of dollars while destroying infrastructure that they don't have to pay for. They don't have to deal with. I heard someone talk about, they compared their electric bills for the past 3 years. It was like I think it was every November. It was like $60 to $80 every November, and then this November it was $300. And just that alone, not even including the water implications, the socioeconomic complications, and stuff that comes with AI, don't be mad at each other. Be mad and actually make change out there and do something about it. If you don't like AI being used on your campus, your local community, whatever, make a rule about it. Talk about it with each other. Have an agreement of what's going to be allowed, what's not going to be allowed, and then fight for it using your tax dollars, using literally anything else. Isn't attacking your peers, because at the end of the day, that's all we really got is our peers. And understanding that it's not just about us. The individual consumer isn't going to change the world. Sorry. It's not going to change the world. And so if you realize that and then actually go against these bad actors that are earning billions to trillions of dollars, I never thought I'd even say that, trillions of dollars on what? The idea that we might eventually get AGI? While creating these bad AI models that don't really do anything? It's kind of insane. Like, what are we doing? It's just crazy. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to rant for a little bit. Not gonna lie. Because this is, I don't know, it's so insane how we are attacking each other for using AI, which, to be fair, I do find kind of cringy sometimes. I saw, just recently, it was someone I know's kids unwrapping Christmas presents under their tree. It was really cute, but you could tell they put like either some sort of really bad filter or they put it into an AI engine. I'm pretty sure it's the latter because I just know the person, and it looks kind of like a painting, which, in a sense, if AI wasn't around, I think it would look fine. But since I know it's AI, it looks such cringe. But again, they aren't making any money off it. It's one image. Now, do I agree with them putting their kids into an AI generator? No, absolutely not. That data is there forever now. But am I upset at them for using AI for that? Not really. It's their own kids, their own usage and stuff like that. I don't know. I think this AI debate over the next year is going to be so interesting. And I think it'll be something that will divide many, unite some, and most of all, change the future of this planet. I'll see you next time.